This program is rated TV PG. Some parental guidance for younger viewers is suggested.
From the 815 back to Chi-Town streets where the concrete's cold and the struggle repeats. We ain't sugarcoating, we ain't playing it safe. We bringing the truth, we standing on faith. The chains are heavy, yeah, the world is a cage, but we flipping the script and we turning the page. From the shadows of Freeport to the city, the lies. We claiming the morning through the darkest of nights. It's messy, it's muddy, it's real. But he's the one holding the wheel. Stop running, stop hiding the scars. The light is breaking through the bars. Keep it raw, let the spirit lead. By the blood of the Lamb we are redeemed. From the lockup to the pulpit, set the captive free. This is the sound of the brand new me. Yeah, it's raw, and it's redeemed. And it's redeemed. Chicago land. Wake up from dreams. Young brothers on the corner, sister feeling the weight. It's never too late to open the gate. This ain't religion, this is life in the veins. The power of the spirit, breaking the chains. We talk about the hurt, we talk about the fall, but we talk about the king who stood through it all. Real talk, real walk, no more disguise. Look at the redemption in our eyes. Keep it raw, let the spirit lead. By the blood of the Lamb we are redeemed. From the lockup to the pulpit, set the captive free. This is the sound, brand new me. Raw and redeemed. Setting the captive free. You know what time it is.
Welcome back to this episode of Raw and Redeemed. I am your host, Evangelist Terrance T-Bizzle Sr. The title of this show is God at the Center. And to my right, I have our guest for the evening, Mr. Rupert Valentine and his lovely wife, Pastor Mary Valentine.
And that was something else too. I did cook. I cooked every day that those kids were coming up, you know. Yeah. Now, I did go back to school. I stopped cooking with Caleb, pretty much. And you started cooking. So that helped me a lot. Because I went back to school, then he started doing a lot of the meals. And so, you know, we kind of helped each other out. We started balancing each other out.
And the formula quickly is that you have to find each other.
Yeah.
You have to find, we're telling you what works for us. When you really in love, you got God in front. You have to find out what works for you both. It's not really a cookie cutter recipe on how to, I will tell you put them first, but as far as finding each other, you really have to find each other's likes and dislikes. Yeah. Because, what we're saying might not work for you, but still, the formula is the same when you find out God first and the likes and likes of each other.
Yeah, we did.
You got to be willing to compromise.
Yes, that's the key. That's it. You got to be able to compromise.
If you do not compromise, then nothing will go right. It's crazy. See, that's why I call y'all power couple. Because this question had about 3-4 different parts in it. Y'all, I can't even answer the question. Y'all even use the words of the question to answer them. But I'm still going to answer it. I'm still going to ask the same question again. And after all that, and the next part of the question will be what difficulties did y'all face? What challenges did y'all face in your marriage as you was growing and raising the kids and being married? Then I was going to ask, when did you first realize that you had to pray to keep this together? Did you do it separately? Did you all do it separately, or did you do it together? And I still want you to ask that question that way. What other challenges were you faced with And if so, when you decided to pray, did you all do it together or did you do it separately?
We did both
We
ways.
did both.
We did both.
Okay.
We took time, I believe, at one time with the kids on Sunday, and we'll pray with the kids, but sometimes, we can't necessarily wait for each other.
Right.
Sometimes you do it by yourself, sometimes collectively, sometimes individually. And one of the challenges, I would say, from the natural is money is always a challenge.
Yo.
Especially when you had the kids in the house and 4 kids in the house and me working jobs, it still wasn't enough. So by the grace of God, we made it work. But you have to strategize with that as well because that can become challenging. That can become an issue.
Yeah.
Money can start tension to it, or the lack thereof. It can start tension, and so we were able to work through it.
And just before I go to this next question, I just want to ask, when you all decided, when you came to the compromise, and Miss Mary was able to go outside the house to work, how was your transition into being there with the kids on a regular basis? While
It was rough.
Yeah. Because I know they were so used to Mama, daddy, what Mama do?
Yeah.
And you gotta tell them, your mama ain't here. Your mama ain't here. I'm here. Now you tell your mama if you want to.
No, it was just like with everything else. Honestly, it gets a household itself. Whether you have a wife, dog, even puppies, it gets challenging. Everybody has their own personalities. Everybody have. So what you try to do, the secret, if there is a secret, you try to work it, because I submit to you, if some of my kids were here right now, they would say Dad was a grump. And some days, I'm learning to be honest in my older age. Some days when you have a rough day at work, you do come home grumpy, which is not fair to the kids. It's not fair to your wife. It's not fair to your household for what someone else has done to you. But again, by us living in the flesh, you're not going to go and play party music when you get home. Even sometimes if you had a rough day, you bring it home, and that's really not fair. But it does happen. Or it is.
You're already angry about it. You're already angry about it as you're coming home and it's in your head, and you're really not trying to take it out on people at home, but it's on your head, and you're like, leave me alone. And one more quick part to that question before I change and go to the next question. How would the children, how would their kids feel? How did they transition from Mama cooking the meal to Daddy cooking the meal?
I actually was not a bad cook. My dad came from the South.
Oh, okay.
And so, it wasn't gourmet meal, but I can make it palatable. I can make it okay. I'm not chef gourmet, chef or-redeemed, but you know what? I can make it. I can do okay.
My daddy didn't know nothing but my dad. He taught me how to clean. I can clean like crazy. My mama taught me how to cook. My daddy didn't know nothing but beans. Beans. And that man, I remember one night I was so hungry, he was making tuna when I was outside, and I was in the world them days. I was in the world, and I had me a boot cigarette. That's what we call it, a boot cigarette. And I had a boot cigarette. And he was making tuna when I came in the backyard. And I know I'm going to eat the tuna and crackers when I get in. Man, I came in, he had put apples and all types of stuff there. So I said, hey, man, apples don't go in tuna. Messed up my whole meal. I had to eat cold cuts. I'm sorry, y'all. That's what gets my goal. When you put the wrong ingredients in the meal and you hungry for that meal, it's just like DJ Light. He know that I get hungry mid through the show. He ain't got cookie, he ain't got honey bun, or birthday cake. He ain't even bring the doggy bag from his birthday dinner up in here. I had a big full cup of water. I don't understand. I quit. But anyway, back to the Valentine. This is my favorite gospel. And again, this is tuned in to Raw&Redeemed. I am your host, evangelist Terrance D. Battle Sr. And I am so grateful to have Valentine's on my show. You know what? Before we go to the next question, Bob, can we please, the same way I met you, Miss Valentine, I want to know your name and your birthday. I want that story, the way you tell it all the time. Let the people know that about how the name Valentine connects to your birthday.
Not my birthday.
Your son's birthday.
Yeah.
Right.
So
you told me the story. That's how I remember it. Something about Valentine's Day or last year.
Yeah. Well, Rupert, our son Rupert, he was
Pastor
born.
Rupert.
Pastor
Boy.
Rupert was born on Valentine's Day,
And his last name
and
is.
his last name is Valentine.
Ain't crazy.
Oh, and he ran with that.
That's Pastor Valentine. I'm gonna see you soon because I got a show for you too. And because I'm telling you, before I go to the next question, when I first came to Faith Center Freeport, Apostle was going to Peru. That was the first time. He wasn't gone. He was sick before they left to go to Peru. That was when I came to the church, and Pastor Rupert Valentine Jr. gave the service, and I was going through something that day, and I looked up. And he was telling my story.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And I met him at the end of the service, and I told him, and I laugh about it all the time. I said, you just told my whole story, like, you just knew what was going on in my head. He said, oh, you thought it was about you? I said, yeah, it was about me. He said, no, it probably wasn't about you, but that's what God gave me to say. And he walked on off with his little bag on his shoulder and kept on going. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm trying to tell you. But yeah, he and his wife works with the youth. He's a good pastor also, and I'm sure he is just. They spit image. If I put the other couple on the couch right next to them, you can see it.
Wow. Yes,
You can see it, and they all anointed. So my next question to pose to you all is, how many different churches have you served in? And in what capacity? In what capacity?
Oh boy.
Yeah, see, Redeemed was good. It's about to be good.
Let's see. Wait a minute.
Started out.
St. Paul. Well, you're from Pilgrim Rest.
Yeah, but we talk about it here.
St. Paul Baptist Church.
We were youth leaders, started out as youth leaders.
Which today we would be called youth pastors.
Yeah.
From the Baptist Church. That's what we came out of. And then I went to the Church of God in Christ. And from there, I went to the Charismatic Church. That's when I accepted the call to ministry.
Yeah.
That's when I transitioned to a more Pentecostal style. Because, we weren't, in the Baptist church, there was no tongues and prophecy and none of that. Not in the church that we came out of. And my husband, he, bless his heart, he didn't believe in all that.
Gosh, no, I did not.
He thought, oh my, I'm not getting involved in any of that.
I literally said, when she transitioned, I thought she was almost nuts. And I said before, whatever year it was, that New Year's, that if she didn't straighten out in that next few years, I was going to leave her. That's how bad it was. Because I had never seen anything like it. My house, so they praising God and reading Bibles. I didn't see all that. But that was my ultimatum with me and God. Before I divorced her, he brought me into it. Yeah. So yes, the transition. But
so it's been 7 churches.
7. I knew it was about to be good, Redeemers, because did you hear what she said at first? He said, my husband, Lord bless his heart. I knew right there it was about to be good. She touched me, Lord bless his heart. And I knew right there it was a touchy situation. Because Lord bless his heart, he's just a wonderful person. That's the favorite line that they give you when it's about to be good. Lord bless his heart. God knows his heart. He's a wonderful person.
With all due respect, if you asked, I was trying to remember. We've done everything from janitor, from elder, from deacon to you name it, and we love serving.
I served as a pastor for almost 9 years. My husband was the co-pastor. Every church we've worked in, we've just about served in a leadership capacity.
Yeah, that's good.
For almost more than 30 years now.
Oh.
And so...
that's timing. He just told you timing, patience, timing, trust, obedience, and focus. All in one sentence. She just gave it to you.
Matter of fact, and I won't call his name, but one of our proudest moments is, and he don't even get it, one of our members in our church, the drummer, was in our youth group. And it makes me proud to see him
Still serving,
Yes.
Yeah, I bet it does. To know that that's fruits
Yes.
of you all labor. Yeah, I bet. And he's the one that he's a wonderful person.
Yes, he
He's
is.
a wonderful person. I mean, just great and cordial. It's crazy. I don't know what you're talking about because, I see him every morning, every day, and when I come out my door to warm my car up to take my daughter to school, I run right to her. Hey, good morning, Chief. I'm like, what up, brother? And it's been that way since I met him when I moved into the homeless shelter. So, yeah.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, real good guy.
He's a good guy.
Let's go to the next question. Next question is, have you had a chance to counsel people about relationships? Had you had the chance to counsel many people about relationships?
You might answer different. I would say not.
I have had some opportunities. Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot.
Okay, let's go here. What was one of the biggest challenges you faced in teaching others about the ups and downs? What would be one of the biggest challenges you faced?
One of the biggest challenges, and I think I've said it before, if you come into this thing and think it's going to change overnight, you're sadly mistaken.
Right.
If you come into this thing and not really be willing to put in the work, you're mistaken. Because it is going to take work, it's going to take hard work, but I love the military commercial they used to do years ago. It would be the toughest job you'll ever love. It's work, but you know what? It's worth it.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
Yeah.
And you've got to be able to own your issues. Sometimes we just look at the other person. Well, it's your fault, and she needs to change. No, he needs to change. No, you've got to be able to look at you. Because I can't change my husband. I got to work on Mary.
Yeah.
And many times couples want to work on the other person, and that doesn't work. That doesn't do it. And so until a person is ready to own their own issues, I've got to own mine, and then be able to go before God about myself. And many times couples don't want to do that. I want someone to blame for where we are. And that's something that has to be addressed.
That is so
Yeah.
true. Because I just me speaking that language, I wish that when I was in my first marriage, that there was counseling or something. I really was in love with my first wife, but when you're not working together and one is not grown up all the way yet, you can love all you want. You can't force the person to be with you.
No.
But
You're right.
if we were able, young people for some reason don't believe in counseling or won't even try to get counseling. Like you said, Ms. Mary, they wanted to blame the person. I want to have somebody to blame why we broke up, why we did this, why I'm doing this. It's you. Instead of looking at yourself, you have to fix yourself before you can fix me.
Right.
And we can gradually grow to love each other
Right.
and accept each other's wrong. Because I tell my friend right now, I come with fault. I'm
Yes.
a broken man. I got my own faults and I have my own ways, sure as you do, but we need to learn to grow together, to deal with each other, to make it work.
Right.
So, my next question is, now the children are all grown up. They go on in the house, no more snacks. You gotta make no Kool-Aid and drink the Kool-Aid up. You gotta fry it's just y'all, so y'all go get a pack of 6 chicken wings and cook them, and I'm only gonna eat 2. How many you gonna eat? It's gonna be some left over in the morning. What were the early years like? Now that the children are all grown up, what were the early years like?
Being empty nesters.
Yes. They found it. I had Kool-Aid.
I thought it was a trick question.
Lord.
Party hat.
Right.
Hey, you transition. You know, you love when they were there,
Yeah.
but we are rekindling what we had when we first met. So now there's a caveat to that. Fortunately, or some would say unfortunately, you have grandkids now.
Oh, look.
Yeah, yes.
And they move in on their own.
Yeah,
They move in on their own. Trust me, they move in on their own.
So that's the kids' revenge, our grandkids.
Yeah, because they put the kids right. They put the kids right there. Call your papa. Papa, I want to come to your house.
Yeah.
Then they come over and know she gonna cry. They already got the bag in the trunk. No, they gonna cry. Papa, I'm there here. Let them stay here. I'm bringing some clothes back. No, we got clothes upstairs.
Yeah.
Now the kids
You
are
summed it
moving
up.
in there. Yeah.
You summed it up.
So, and I'm gonna throw a quick question in. Y'all became empty nesters before the grandkids got there. How fast did y'all clean the bedroom, the kids' bedroom out and make it to something?
I turned one bedroom into an office so nobody can come back home.
Oh, they know how to get everybody.
Yeah, I know.
They can sleep on the floor.
But our kids, thank God, they gravitated to the message very early. They all have loving spouses and things like that. So really, everything went well because we transitioned into being empty nesters, but they transitioned into parenthood and marriage, and they all doing it well. So it was not, honestly, it was not hard. I mean, for us, it wasn't hard. It's not that, oh, you look forward to them leaving. We're rediscovering. We learning new things. We're learning things about each other. So I'm retired, so now I'm an Uber driver. Everywhere she go, she had me all over. No, not I'm sorry to hear that, but what I mean is, everywhere she goes, then she wants me to drive.
And you want to go with me.
We'll talk about that later.
That's where you learn how to sit in the car and just wait till you come out the door, sit in the car and read something.
Yeah.
Or look on the phone before you come back out.
But it's great. It's great.
We didn't have any problem adjusting to the empty nesters. We didn't.
But you happy God answered your prayers, huh? When y'all gonna get out of here? I can't wait till y'all leave, because y'all just doing too much in my house. You get your own house and put your name on the orange juice.
There you go.
You know I put them clothes in the washing machine and dry. Last night you gonna sit there and let them sour. And the dryer right there. You could have put them clothes in the dryer, but instead you gonna sit them on top of the washer and let them sour, knowing that you could just put them in the dryer. You didn't care about my stuff. You cared about your own stuff. You did your own house.
I think you've been in that.
Okay, let's go to the next one. Some people say the kids are grown and relationships morph, right? Was it difficult for you two to find things to do with each other after the children left the house?
No. No. I mean, it gives us honestly more time to be a part of ministry, more time to do some things that we've always said we wanted to do. We took a trip last year, 2 years ago. We went to see the Ark, and something she always wanted to see.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and so we're doing things now that while the kids were there, you either didn't have the time or the money to do it. And now, since it's the two, we're actually really, there's benefits of getting old. I mean, we really it is. I mean, we're just actually enjoying each other. Is what we do. Yeah, there you go.
Have y'all been down to the Civil Rights Museum yet?
No.
Oh, Lord, y'all got to go.
We found the places to go, okay.
Y'all got to go because it's down, it's the Lorraine Hotel.
Oh,
Okay, yes.
And, I mean, but they taught you in history books in school.
Okay.
Once you step inside the museum,
Yeah.
erase it.
Okay.
They have it all day.
Wow.
Okay.
And then, what's the Beale Street?
Yeah.
You been on Beale Street? Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I partied so hard down in Memphis. I went down there and I went there. The best place, I'm just saying, y'all like to travel. That's some place that y'all can look into and go for yourself. They got a hotel right on Beale Street.
Okay.
Where you can, and everything is right there. I went to the Stax Museum.
Yeah.
And everybody like, well, if you're into secular music, that's what it was. I went to Graceland.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to B.B. King's Club and Jerry Lawler's Club. I went to all these different places and the Civil Rights Museum. I stood on the actual steps that what's the guy name? This one they say pulled the trigger.
James Earl? No,
Yeah,
that was-
the killed Martin Luther King. The guy, whatever the guy was, that killed him.
Yeah.
He was over at the infirmary or whatever it was
Right.
right there, but they bought that too. So
Oh,
that's
okay.
all of that is the
Oh, wow.
museum.
Yeah.
The Lorraine Hotel is the museum. You go in, the Dr. King's cars and all that stuff there. The bed, the hotel room is the exact way it was when he got
Oh,
shot.
when he got shot.
The bed, the clothes,
Yeah.
all that. You can't go in that room though.
Yeah.
You can go through the museum and you see the bus boys out. You can get on the bus, the sanitation thing, slaves, everything, and they give you short videos about this stuff.
Yeah.
You sit in there. It's the best trip I took. It's the best trip I took. If you decide, the best time to go on Beale Street is in the summer, because you can walk up and down Beale Street and play in restaurants, but that's a trip for y'all to go.
Okay.
It was just two of y'all.
Yeah.
You want to take a break here, because what they taught you, what they teaching these kids about Black history
Our
in school,
history is nothing now.
not compared to what you're going to learn when you get inside that
Okay.
hotel.
All right.
Okay, my next question is in this time, what are the two of you looking forward to?
Oh, wow. A lot.
Go
But
ahead.
it kind of goes with both the next question, too.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to expanding in ministry, going forward in ministry, traveling.
My thing is that I kept hearing the words, and I keep hearing it. I don't know how many people on the guide here, but I'm gonna keep, because that's what I do. That's who I am. But I keep hearing finish strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to leave this place better than I found it.
Yeah.
I get tired of, oh, look at the world we're in. I get that. But you know what? We can't stay silent either.
No.
We have to, not that maybe we can't change the world, but you know, we can do our part.
Yeah.
If you can help, I might have said it the other night. My family, my mother and dad was furious, but it's funny how God allowed people in your life. One of my best friends was a heroin addict. He was a drug addict. And I met him through his family because I knew his family, but we became friends because we played tennis at the time. And what I'm saying is, as strange as that was, I never seen him do drugs, and he would always minister to me, not about God, but about life. He literally told me, you don't want to be me.
Yeah.
He said, you need to be better, you need to do better, and he would always encourage me to do right. Am I encouraging somebody to get a drug? I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's weird how God will bring people. So for me, if we could leave this place better, if we can turn somebody's lives around, tell them about a living Savior, we can turn somebody around, tell them about how we made it to this life, the struggles we had, and that it's not always down and out.
No.
There's some good things in this life, there's some good people in this life, and that's what we collectively.
Yeah.
And again, for those at home, I'm not saying get a drug addict as a friend. That was in Chicago. That was my experience. That was my experience.
Right.
He never encouraged me to do anything wrong. You know, he was just an old guy who actually.
From the 815 back to Chi-Town streets where the concrete's cold and the struggle repeats. We ain't sugarcoating, we ain't playing it safe. We bringing the truth, we standing on faith. The chains are heavy, yeah, the world is a cage, but we flipping the script and we turning the page. From the shadows of Freeport to the city, the lies. We claiming the morning through the darkest of nights. It's messy, it's muddy, it's real. But he's the one holding the wheel. Stop running, stop hiding the scars. The light is breaking through the bars. Keep it raw, let the spirit lead. By the blood of the Lamb we are redeemed. From the lockup to the pulpit, set the captive free. This is the sound.